friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been forever since we last saw a Bath & Body Works trash video, so I finally have amassed enough products worthy of showing you guys all the things that I have used up from Bath & Body Works. First I have is a hand soap. This is the Hawaiian Pink Hibiscus Deep Cleansing Hand Soap. I really liked this scent. I overall really just enjoy a lot of the floral soaps that Bath & Body Works puts together. I don't really love the deep cleansing hand soaps though. I just find that I go through them so much faster than regular foaming hand soaps, and I just don't love the texture on them. I feel like they end up drying my hands out. So I get them if they're the only scent that they have and it's on super clearance, but otherwise I prefer to have the foaming hand soaps. Another hand soap that I have is the Gentle Foaming Hand Soap in Suntan. This has neroli blossom, sea spray, and driftwood. This I think was great as a foaming hand soap scent. I know that they had this as a candle, but I think it would have been way too much, especially because by the end of it I was kind of tired of the scent. It definitely has that sort of beach sunscreen type scent to it. It's a great summer scent. It just can be a little intense, so I enjoyed it as a hand soap and I probably would get it again, just not anytime soon. Also used a pocket back. This was in Pumpkin Frost, a really nice sort of bakery cookie scent, so I enjoyed it. And I'm down to, I think, just a few more of the old sizes, and then I'll be officially up to the more modern packaging that they have. I used up an iced coconut culotta body lotion travel size. This is a really nice scent. It was just, I think, a really good transition for end of summer, beginning of fall type scent. I'm now at the point where my body can't really deal with just body lotions. I have to move on to something more moisturizing because it's a little bit drier out, but that was awesome. And that was from, I think, 2 years ago, and it held up really, really well. The second pocket back, this is in the Fresh Strawberry scent. This was really, really nice. It's super strong though. I was definitely sick of it by the time we were done, but I had something weird happen with this one. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's a little bit poofy. I noticed that keeping it in my car, it seemed to like change the packaging. I don't know if the heat or something happened to it, but whenever they're in my car, they sometimes can like morph or blow up a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I keep hand sanitizer in my car because when I'm done with the gym and I get in my car, I always put some hand sanitizer on until I can get home and like shower and stuff. I have two body scrubs. The first I have is the Golden Sugar Scrub in Japanese Cherry Blossom. This is a nice scent. Not necessarily my favorite for a scrub, but I have to say these Golden Sugar Scrubs are a wicked pain in the butt. I had so much left in here, but I could not squeeze it out. They really need to consider redoing the packaging on these or making the sugar scrub a bit finer, because it just gets stuck and congested and you can't squeeze it out unless you cut it open, and then I have to scoop it into a different package, and it's a really pain in the butt, and I just feel like it shouldn't be like that. Versus like this one, this is the Aloha Waterfall Orchid Sand Scrub. This one, I didn't have that issue. I was able to squeeze everything out and it wasn't necessary to cut it open. This is also a really good scent. P.S. I have a few more in this particular scent in the same scrub, but I just feel like it shouldn't be this much work to get a scrub out. So, you know, I got it on super clearance during a semi-annual sale, and that's fine, but I just think it's a real packaging flaw. The last thing I have are some candles. The first is the Praline Pecan Cobbler Mason Jar. This had a really awesome throw and good burn time for being one of the Mason Jar candles. I like this scent, but I definitely had gotten sick of it between Summer Boardwalk and this one, so I've kind of gotten my fix on it, but it was a good candle. I also used the White Barn Vanilla Bean. This is a favorite of Ben's. I was actually really surprised. It didn't really leave much sooting for it being a white, glass, and it burned really nicely, except it came down to like, I think here, and then we started to get puny wick syndrome, so it lasted forever. And this is a nice bedroom scent. Like I said, it's Ben's favorite. Whenever he can get anything either vanilla bean or vanilla based, he particularly loves those scents. I also used a pumpkin spiced cheesecake candle. This didn't burn as great as I wanted it to. About halfway down, I'd say about like right here, it started to get puny wicks and it took forever to burn. And at the very, very end, it almost had like a burnt scent to it. I have another one of these because I got it at the 75% off during, I think it was the past semi-annual sale. And I'll burn it because I do like the scent, but I don't think I would buy it again. The last thing I have is yet another candle. This is in Saint Tropez Beach Cabana. I was so jazzed. I happened to walk into Bath & Body Works as they were doing like a special mystery code coupon. Mine was actually 40% off. And I walked in to see if they had anything, and they had a huge 50% off section, and they had some of these candles, and I resisted the urge to buy. They had 2 of these left, and I was like, I just need one. I've already burned one. Like, I don't need to hoard candles. I've got a lot of candles right now, and man, this is such an awesome candle. I'm gonna keep this glass again and pick out the wax. I just loved this scent. It was definitely, I think, my favorite summer candle scent that they came out with, and I really hope it comes back again next year because it is just a phenomenal scent. It smelled great. It had an awesome throw, no puny wicks. Like, it was just all around a really, really good candle. All right, guys, those are all the things that I have used up from Bath & Body Works. Like I said, a good variety and a bunch of stuff. I've been amassing it for a little while now, a good long time, and I'm really happy with my progress. I'm thinking that in the next few weeks or so, I'm gonna do a hoarding closet update just to give you guys a little bit of insight of how I'm doing with churning through products, and then talk to you about a potential 2017 resolution or goal that I am thinking about for Bath & Body Works. All right, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.